that's a good thing, because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Glad to have you with us from Gerald J. Ford Stadium in Dallas, home to the SMU Mustangs. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the California Golden Bears, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Mustangs will put total leather to crank us up. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So California's offense comes onto the field first today. Last week was a tape they'd rather just put right in the dumpster and forget about it. David, how does a guy bounce back from a game like the one he had last week?
Well, hopefully he burned that tape, because that was not pretty. That was not what they're wanting to do, man. Just turning the football over, not enough productive plays. And so how do you...
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Man, first play under the lights. You had all day to think about how you wanted to start the game. And this defense, exactly how they wanted to do it. Get to the quarterback and get him on the ground.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Quickly complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. The Golden Bears come to the line in the hurry-up. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. And the Golden Bears will punt it away on fourth down. A quick 3 and out, and they're already giving up the ball. Takes it on the return. Makes a move. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So SMU's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And last week, you want to talk about a guy using every tool in the bag from the running back position. David, this guy did it.
He was a monster. And I think when you turned on the tape this week, you saw it, man. So many different ways he can hurt you, and he can be a focal point of this offense. The defense, they know well and good of what happened last week. And their first objective this week, Palmer, is to stop that dude.
Yeah, they know the entire offense goes through him. All week long, they've been stressing tackling, staying in your gaps, waiting at the point of attack, getting as many hats to the football as humanly possible, because you can't shut this guy down. You can only hope to contain him, but what a challenge this defense faces today.
Here's a heat. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And that's not a good sign for this offense. You gave up 4 sacks a week ago. Now you're already getting your quarterback hit. They've got to protect their dude. They got to give him more time so he can make plays down the field. Protection is the biggest issue for this offense.
He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a first down. Nice start for this offense.
How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? And the Mustangs line it up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And you know exactly what time it is when you get down here in the red zone. You got to be able to run the football. But when you got a back like this who punches the ball in the end zone consistently almost every single game, you are going to feed that animal the rock.
They'll come to the line just 1 yard shy of the goal line on third down. Marches ahead. Touchdown Mustangs! Great job by
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming into this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. Off play action. Lets it fly. On target to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. The Golden Bears are in the hurry-up.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The give from the gun. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After that last loss, it's 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. He'll try to knock it through from 38 yards out. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Pittsburgh looked like a bunch of world beaters today in a stern-to-stem beatdown. I think a lot of people forget this program won 5 national titles last century. A rich tradition and a sparkling performance today. A collision between ranked teams always impacts the big picture, fellas, and it appears that's the case again.
Going to throw it over the top of the knee. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on 1st down. 2nd down coming up. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. They go to the ground. Getting that push. They pick up a 4 out to the 26.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Caught over the middle. It's Knight. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short. The Mustangs send out the punt unit. The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. And the gamble pays off as they pick up the 1st down.
And so many times when you're studying the other team and their defense and what they're going to do, you know there's certain looks you're going to get into. And I think they saw one they liked, snapped it to the up back. He catches the football, gets north and south, gets the 1st down. Nice execution on the fake punt, baby.
I wonder if the receiver heard footsteps on that play. Defender, very, very close, but you'd like to see your wide receiver haul that in.
They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Oh, he's got some space. And he gets a big chunk of yardage to the 34-yard line.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, that one falls incomplete, but you know this guy is a big part of their passing attack. You saw the last game out. He had multiple catches from the running back position. They're going to try to get that established in this game.
And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown. A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Second down coming up. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. Makes the grab. It's Gandy. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's going to take off. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force him into third and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but, man, got to do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that third down conversion.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking for room, it's Peterson. He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Off the RPO, quick throw to the right. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Makes the grab. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. First play of the period will be a second down. That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. And they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Wants to go up top. Pass is incomplete, and by this stage of his career, you'd think a junior quarterback might take a little better care of the football. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a third and long from the 27. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They've come out smoking with touchdowns on each of their first two drives, and they're back to work now. It'll be a draw. Got room to work. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it in enemy territory. They picked up 10 and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Here's the pressure. Got his man to the left. Touchdown, Mustangs! He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. So far, they've only been able to muster a field goal, but hoping to get things cooking here. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Well, I'm sure there are a lot of emotions, a homecoming of sorts, as he comes back to the place where he played as the head coach of the opposition.
You know it holds a special place in his heart, and he's right now taking the field thinking about all the great memories he shared with his teammates, with his family, with the fans during his time. But he's got a job, David. He's coaching on the other sideline this one, and he wants to get the win for his team.
Oh, you dang right. And you got to pull back those feelings. It's great to be home. It's awesome to be where it's
turning it on. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37. And the Golden Bears racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
Off the bootleg to buy a little space. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you can tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards, first down for the offense after that penalty. The run from the shotgun. He gets nothing, and they're staying stubborn with this running game, but at some point, you're going to have to change your thought process. Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Napier. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Golden Bears will line up to punt it away. No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Everything's been working so far. They've had it 3 times, reached the end zone on each occasion, and now they're back to work. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Finds a crease at the 20. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. And the Mustangs lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Gives it on the option. They get him stopped at the 26, but that'll be enough for this offense to go to work on 1st down.
Man, this offense continues to do such a great job on 3rd down. One of the best in the country at it, and the reason why, they keep it manageable most of the time. 3rd and short, they can run the football, be physical, convert first downs. This offense has been so good on 3rd downs.
It's a flea flicker. It'll fall incomplete. A little creativity on 1st down, but it doesn't work. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Now the play fake. Pocket breaking down. Complete to the left. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Back to throw, it's Knight. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This pass rush is serious, man. When you watch them on film, they do a nice job in the back end, taking away all the throws downfield. He's trying to get to his check down, but that pressure, it gets to him, and the hit forced the incomplete.
The give on the inside. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the first half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting first downs and staying on the field. You saw another great example right there running the football. Anything they want to do right now is working.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Goes to the option. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Not able to pick up that first down, David, but if I'm them, I'm going again right here on 4th.
And I think you knew that on 3rd and 2, short yard situation. You got it close to 4th and inches. Now we're going to get this first down.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The Mustangs back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Softened him up with a run and now to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for a man, it's Knight. He lobs one high down the left side. Touchdown, SMU! They get it into the end zone to pay off that opportunity. They'll try to add another to their lead. And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle.
Boys, just 90 miles separate Baylor and TCU. Let's find out how much they're separated on the scoreboard. TCU rolled to victory in front of those fans in Fort Worth who had the Go Frogs hand sign up for 60 minutes. Super Frog was flexing all game too. As complete a win as they've had for some time. Big 12 football at its finest, gentlemen. Just when you think you have things figured out, a game like this happens.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. Makes the grab. It's Napier. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Intercepted for the 11th time. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Mustangs! How about this defense taking one back to the house? Look, a lot of time left. There's a little bit of distance right now being put on the scoreboard.
There is, but it's so awesome when you're a defense and you study all week about what's coming and what routes to be ready for, and then you jump the route and you make the plays and you just go get in that end zone. It is so beautiful.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the... Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down, still moving. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. This pass rush has just been relentless, and you can bet your bottom dollar they're about to bring the heat again. Trying play action. He's looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
And the Golden Bears will call on their punt team. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. Here's the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He rifles one deep down the middle. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Line gets set, first down. Looking for a man, it's Knight. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. And he'll be brought down. And the Mustangs can really attack on this second and short. They go to the draw. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. The Mustangs are at the line looking to convert on third and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Quick tempo here for the offense. Lost a throw on first down. Under fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Catch in the middle, it's Knight. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. They'll use a timeout right before halftime, maybe time for one or two more plays. And it's third down, but they're going to go ahead and try the field goal and try to get points before the break.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, 2 quarters down, and I've got to say, this has been a fun watch so far in Dallas.
The Golden Bears will kick it off to start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. The pitch. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option, and they didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting him down on the ground.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
On the run, it's Peterson. Squirts across the 30 to the 32, a pickup of 5.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football.
Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
And you have to wonder if going in at halftime in the locker room just slowed down the momentum a little bit for this offense. They had it going so well in the first half. They were up and down the field, lighting up the scoreboard, scoring points. But here we go. First drive of the second half, and they run into a wall, getting sacked on the 3rd play of the drive. They're going to have to pick it up here in the second half.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got a man. It's Napier. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. So now it's 2nd and long. Finds a man by himself. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Cal!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends, like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Running hard and getting 6 yards out to the 26.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And the Mustangs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Hand off from the shotgun. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. They'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now they'll really try to get this drive going. Good execution on 3rd down as they have it 1st and 10 at the 31. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Here comes the option. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Give to the back. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. And the Golden Bears have pushed it inside the 20. From the gun, the ground game. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Golden Bears come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. They'll leave it with him. That'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal from the 10.
Well, I'll tell you, it was a pretty dumb decision by the opponent to go for it so deep in their own end, and this offense now is making them pay for that. After getting the ball back on the 3rd play of the drive, they're able to run it, get the first down, and stay on the field.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season. But
trying to rumble in. They found the tight end, but he could not find first down yardage, and it'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And he'll try to knock through a short one, his 2nd of the day, this one from 23. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. Dar forced to settle for 3.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on when you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Off the play fake on first down. Buys a little extra time. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there.
How about the defense on this play? The quarterback bootlegs to the right. And look at everybody do a great job. They don't get caught up in the run. They all chase sideline to sideline and really limit the damage on what could have been a really big play.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
Another sack by this defense, but how about this QB? He continues to get back up every single time, still leading his team, still staying positive, still putting them in a good position to win this football game.
The toss to the right. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Illegal blocking. Offense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense gets set for 2nd down.
Defense is asleep.
Looking to throw, it's Knight. He'll pull it down. Stumbled to the ground.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on 3rd down for the play caller a whole lot easier.
And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. No chance for a return. He makes the fair catch at the 26, and that's where they'll go to work. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Quick strike complete. Crosses the 45, out of bounds at the 47-yard line, and a solid play there. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Grab near the marker. It's Napier. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another playoff here in the 3rd quarter.
And that's good enough for a first down.
That's the end of the period, and SMU has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. The RPO, it's complete. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
Punts it out of the air. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. And the Golden Bears are facing 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. The Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Zings it complete to the right. There he goes. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer.
That roughing call probably stems from frustration as this guy has cut them into pieces. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Looking to throw on 1st down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And protecting their quarterback is job number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, as many as you want to put it on. They got to make sure they take care of him so he can make those plays. Defense wins this rep. They win up front, get to the quarterback, and get the sack.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this.
A shot toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback in this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync.
They got him. It's a sack. And what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Pump.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to set up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You got to give your QB some time. You got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
Another incompletion on third down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the second time tonight. He'll have to generate power and some accuracy. A 50-yarder from the left hash. Absolutely perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
We've been talking about this Big 12 showdown all week, guys. Let's show you how things played out. West Virginia dazzled in just about every phase of the game. And for a program that's turned out elite receivers from Tavon Austin to Stedman Bailey, I think we may have just seen the next great one emerge. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake things up in the Big 12 standings.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. From the gun, they'll try the middle. They knock him down after he picks up 5 out to the 34.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, third and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a third down opportunity that's in their favor.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. And the Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it from the gun. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. The Golden Bears can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Snags it over the middle. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
Here's the handoff. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with second and short.
Brings up second down.
Corners showing press. They want to be physical here. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. And the Golden Bears kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Napier.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
A shot for the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Fires downfield. A late game touchdown to put 6 on the board.
Yeah, nice pitch, nice catch. And listen, maybe this helps next game, right? Like, we're trying to find a rhythm, find something that works, find somebody to go to. And this offense is struggling. You're down by 1,000, but I like that they continue to fight.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop you.
Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence from it.
Yeah, and you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think